Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. We sit here. We sit here just over 2 months away. 70 days to be exact. 70 days to be exact before the NFL draft. The NFL is a 12-month, 365-day year machine. Now, I've been laid up for a few days. I fell at work. I still have been working, but I transitioned into doing some managing over the last few days. It was good timing because I needed to get out. I took a tumble, multiple tumbles over the last couple of weeks. My right knee's my bad knee's already jacked. It's jacked even worse. I hit my head the other day on the ice. So, there's a long story behind that, but I got to be careful with hitting my head. So, it's just been a rough time at work. It seems like there's going to be a better times ahead. It has been better the last few days, but we're going to talk leading up. I know I put draft talk, and we will do draft. We'll do a mock or two or three, but we're going to discuss the NFL schedule as it leads up to the NFL draft. As far as the Cowboys are concerned, and we welcome all NFL teams. My door is open, but we also we like to hone in on the NFC East. Eagles, defending. Well, they were the defending Super Bowl champions. That wasn't a troll. That was an actual Eagles, Giants, Commandos, and obviously the Cowboys. Listen, we could talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll discuss, obviously, the panel here, and we'll get to them. We got Dallas and Giants. We got Eagles Drew in the chat, amongst other people, Logan Motorsports, Oscar Perini, Linda Conyers. We have fun throughout the season. We all have our own opinions. But at the end of the day, for me, as a Cowboy fan, it starts with now. It starts with contracts. It starts with free agency, right? What are we going to do? Are we going to give ourselves the best chance going into the draft? Are the Cowboys acting differently? And we'll talk to Jesse when he gets off the bus. I was going to have Pizzle. He will be joining us, but not tonight. Probably next week. I told him Wednesdays and Thursdays, so I kind of limited it for him, and he's busy with what he does. So as far as work, so. Stay tuned on that. I got the thumbnail and everything ready. When he tells me it's good and he's got a lot of time, then he's we're going to do something. Most likely next Wednesday or Thursday. But, I'll keep you posted. I haven't reached out to anybody else. Like I said, I had plans to get right into everything. But we are 70 days away as of right now. I'm looking forward to it. Mark just called me. We were going over some draft stuff, and looks like it's coming together. We're definitely going to the draft, so that'll be fun. But for me, it'll be fun if Dallas does what they need to do, and we could talk about it all. But let's get into it right now. We got Loyal Cowboy in the house. We got Jesse on the bus. Just wave to everybody. We got Big D. We got Chris May and Hallie Pierce. So first,
hey, long time no see.
What's up, Big D? How you doing, brother? You all right?
Yeah, not much. I just been busy and all, but
yeah, we're all busy, brother.
It's
yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Hallie Pierce, how you feeling? I was watching your video again. How you doing?
Oh no, I had to send that to you. I had to go. A lot of people don't know. I had to go urgent care toothache. They numbed half my mouth.
Yeah, that's
and
funny.
So I
Sorry.
had to send you a mark. The way I was
Sorry,
talking.
but it's funny. That's funny stuff. I'm just glad you didn't send me the post colonoscopy video.
Oh,
people.
Not happening here.
You know how they like to record people, because you're not allowed to leave the hospital unless until you pass gas. So. Or the urgent care. They don't even do it in the hospital. Most colonoscopies
they
are
call
done
it the music room.
Yeah, the surgical centers. But anyway, good evening, everybody. Panel and in the chat. How's everybody doing?
Good. Good, I guess.
Meh?
Yeah,
I
I'm
hear you.
just getting
It's
over just getting over from
What's up, Thomas?
the way the season ended with us. Well, it
Ravens.
was
Yeah.
a tough
Yeah.
yeah, it was a tough time, but at least we can finally heal from it, and we go on to move on with with our new coaching staff. All of them has now been put into place. With
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you lost Harbaugh, right? You lost Harbaugh, and
yeah,
it's I think
yeah.
it'll help the
It was time.
Giants. But
It, it
he-
was
it
it
was
was time
time.
for him to go.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not saying it was wrong. I do think like a change of scenery is good for everybody. I do. After a while, I think you need a change of scenery. The days of having one coach forever are gone. Sometimes
Yeah,
these new players, you need a new voice. You need a different
yes,
voice.
and and energy.
Yeah, energy. Energy is a good word for it. But let's let's like just do a state of where we're at here. We sit here on February 12th. Only 28 days in this month. I'm not trying to rewrite. Obviously, we all know that. But it's going to be March before you know it, right? Spring is right around the corner. And let me just say, March 9th through 11th well, obviously, we saw the Super Bowl. We have the scouting combine, which starts February 23rd. So, again, you're going to see guys rise and fall. You're going to have names that maybe weren't on your radar. So let me just do a. Sorry. Yes. So we got the combine that's coming up next. All right. And then following the combine, we got March 3rd, right? Which is prior to 4 p.m. deadline. Clubs must designate the franchise tag or transition players. We all know that George Pickens will be franchised. He will be. So my question to you is, what's your feeling on that, Cowboy fans? Loyal, what's your thought on it? It's normal business, right? You got to do it and then hope to work out a deal, or what?
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. I mean, we got a couple options. I mean, we could use it to trade bait, which I don't want, or we could try to use it to buy us time until they can reach an agreement. I mean, he's a good player. You don't want to just, let him go because he's our, number ones and a half, opposed to having like a Jalen Tolbert or Flournoy out there. We need our best weapons. I think he's a good part of our offense.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Marcus Blackman said he would trade Pickens for Crosby. I don't think Crosby's going anywhere, Marcus.
I wouldn't.
I don't know that I would do that. Here's my thing. I flip flopped more on this subject because it's an emotional subject, right? Why is that like that? Oh, okay. It's an emotional subject. And hold up a second. I got to fix that. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's an emotional subject. And I don't think that he's going anywhere. Again, David Mulligetta, and it's funny because I was talking to Mark about a half hour ago, and I see he just posted a video of what I brought up. Good job, Mark. Good job, buddy. George Pickens is looking at $40 million a year. He's not going to get 40. Okay, but that's going to be David Mulligetta's starting point, $40 million. That's what he's going to want. He's going to want Jamar Chase money. Hallie Pierce, you got something to add on this?
Yeah, I was just a couple of thoughts about I don't want to trade a 24-year-old who's got more years of improving and than getting somebody like Max Crosby, who I know is good now, but he's only got a couple more years before he even thinks about retiring or something.
Yeah.
I'd rather franchise George Pickens than trade him.
Yeah.
Trade him for that.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to obviously it's a tool, right? And now I would do the same thing, everybody. I'm going to say, boom, you're making $28 million. We want to sign you long term. That automatically brings the number down. That brings the number, when you average it out, to $32 million. That would be the number that Dallas is looking for, 32 a year. They're not going to get him for 32 a year, but that's probably where they're going to start, is at 32. And Pickens is going to start at 40. And, everybody laughed at me when I said, 2 months ago that just offer him the CD contract to a T, maybe throw in a couple escape, because of behavior, not that Mulligata would go for it. Now, I will tell everybody this. I would be in the market to trade it after long deliberation, but you're not going to get what I would want for him. So I am not trading George Pickens for any less than a 1 and something else. You're not getting 2 1s for Pickens. Everybody needs to calm down. I'm talking a bottom of the round 1 and something else in this draft. You're not getting that. You're getting a second round pick at best for George Pickens. Why? Why do you ask? Why do you say that? Well, I'm not trying to be negative, but you have to pay the guy as well. So whatever team is getting him is going to have to also pay him. That's just the market, people. If you tell me we can get a 1 and a 2, which you're not getting, a 1 and a 3, I would think about it. I'm not saying I would do it, but now I'm intrigued, right? And then what you do is hopefully you can turn that 1 into a couple day picks, and you're basically giving them away. But then, it's not happening. He's going to be here. He's going to be here long term. Me and Mark kind of disagree, and I want to, before we get into the draft, I want to talk about you guys. Loyal, I'll go to you first. My thing is this. There's 2 schools of thought. There's one is the agent's got to go get the best and the most lucrative contract for the player, right? That is a fact. Mulligata wants to break records, have the highest guys, and get the most guaranteed money for his players. I can't hate him for that. But I think sometimes you lose sight of certain things. Not to say this falls under what's good for George Pickens, because I don't really know what's good for George Pickens. Obviously, you saw damaged goods, right, Loyal? Everybody said he was damaged goods. Dallas made a bad trade, giving up a 3rd-round pick for a guy who's a malcontent. Right? And is that not what we heard? And yet, I think it was probably the best offseason move. Even though we didn't win that many more games, it really did make the offense really, really good.
It helped our offense tremendously, along with signing Williams at running back.
Right.
It's just our defense was just so bad. That's what it was, and it was hard for our offense to overcome that. And I'm not saying that our offense didn't make mistakes, because they did.
They did.
I mean,
there's a
few games
but that's how
that played
talented
today.
they were, Loyal.
Yeah. But
they were number 1, and they still were far from perfect. In the red zone especially. But my thing is this. My thing to Mark was, he's like, well, you have to get as much as you can. I'm like, yeah, but I also think that it's also the agent's job, if he really is into his players as people, is to address them and say, listen, okay, I can get you this. Maybe with the Raiders, right, who are, maybe we say a year away, but who the hell knows? But you would think with a rookie quarterback, they're probably not going to win a Super Bowl this year. It is escalated. You saw what happened with the Patriots and the Bears.
I'll say this, but I don't think it's going to happen. But if the Raiders were to come to me, if I'm Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones or whatever, and they would come to me and say, we will give you Max Crosby and a 1st-round pick for George Pickens, I would take that off. But other than that, if it was Max Crosby and a 1st-round pick, hell yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, that's not
because
happening.
because the Raiders have high,
they're
high on the board.
Yeah, let me read the super chat real quick. Mark Hutchton, Farm Boy 86. Good evening. Trade Pickens for a 1st round and a 3rd rounder or 2 players. I just don't think you can get that, Mark. I am on board with that, but and you do have him under control. But David Mulligata, one thing first let me get that out, and let me get back to finish my thought. But Well, first, don't let me forget David Mulligata. Remember the Hallie, because I have a head injury. But my thing is, I think the agent also has a responsibility. Everybody, I do think that the agent has a responsibility to go to the player and say, okay, you've had your best year with this club, okay, and Dak. That you have maybe do a 3-year deal, right? I know Dallas is going to want a 4-year deal, right, or a 5-year deal. Players, especially the age of Pickens, do not want 5-year deals because they want to be able to hit the open market yet again when the salary cap is going up 20, 30 million a year. Basically what a player got last year, add 4 million to that salary this year. So he may get more than CD. That's just where I was wrong. I said, give him the CD contract. He may get more than CD, but I'm not paying him much more than that. I'll make him play under the franchise tag. Will he do the Micah Parsons thing? But I think it's up to the agent to be to say, listen, you could get more, but maybe you should look exactly where you're going. Your state tax, how comfortable are you going to be? George Pickens, just let everybody know, is already on record as saying he wants to play in a warm climate. All right? We all know Dallas got cold, but it's still basically a warm climate. So everybody that says, trade him to Buffalo or Kansas City or any one of these, it's not going to happen. It's not. I mean, maybe Kansas City, it's not that bad there, but I don't see it. Now, I know that's the rumor that Dallas is talking. They're going to sign him. I don't think they're going to get what they think they're going to get. They're not going to trade him for like a second-round pick, I don't believe. But what if I said that you traded him for a 2 and a 4 this year, but you went out in free agency and brought in a Mike Evans or something? I mean, what would you say to that?
Or Debo or something like that.
Or Debo. I mean, there are options. Let's not act like there aren't options. There are options. So that's something to think about, everybody. Anybody have any thoughts on what I just said there?
I just don't know if I want to give up a 2 and a 4.
Not us.
Or 1 a 2 and I know,
Yeah,
a 2 and a 4 for him. I just don't know if I want that.
Well,
I think he's more valuable than that, and I'd rather, if I have to, be able to sign him to a multi-year deal.
Homeboy says tag and trade him. Okay. Well, I mean,
or that, yeah.
But that's what you're going to get, though. You can trade him. You're not going to get a 1. That's the thing, Mark.
No.
I don't think you're getting a 1, brother. If I thought you were, I would tell you. I'm not going to be that guy. Yeah, that's just it's not realistic. Maybe the bottom of the round 1 if you're lucky. Maybe, but I don't know. It's a tough one for me. It's a tough situation because I think he's going to be here. And I don't think it really matters. Yeah, paying him maybe a couple million more than what I thought. Because the salary cap's going up. They're going to flip switches. They'll be under big time in no time. So it's all about free agency to me. This is my fear, guys. I don't want to lose what we have on offense because now I get it. We only won 7 games. Right, I get it. We won 7 games.
Because it takes away. I get it.
But you don't want to diminish the side of a ball unless you're going to unbelievably go in on the other side, which they may. I don't. Where I sit here today, I don't know. But the deadline is March 3rd, 4 p.m. to designate a franchise. Now that is just your hours. You're not going anywhere. It'll just be interesting to see how Pickens handles it. And I did remember David Mulligata's players, they never play under the 5th year option. He never allows his players to get to the 5th year option, number 1. And number 2, I don't like it, but he always has his players be malcontents if they have the franchise tag. Name me a player, and I could be wrong, but name me a player. I mean, just look at what Micah did. Right? He basically over-exaggerated an injury, yet he was able to play football for Green Bay week 1. Right? He was threatening an injury while he would still get paid his franchise tag,
But he did have an epidural, so there's something going on with him.
But didn't
Yeah,
wait,
but he
Brian? I'm
over
here now.
exaggerated. Okay, what's up?
Hey, it's up, buddy. First of all, I'm in the Black Ice Clubs. I busted my ass this morning, so don't
Mm.
worry. I feel your pain.
Yeah, yeah.
And second of all, I think me personally, I think they should give him 3 million less, and that's it, and get it over with. You know, the only person I saw with a franchise tag like that would be Dak, but he proved himself, so he earned his money.
Mark Huston
That's just
says,
me.
I think Cowboys will sign him. They have a lot of free money. Yeah, I hear you, Mark. I believe that's what's going to happen. And I don't believe, for what it's worth, that we're getting Max Crosby. I don't think Max Crosby is going anywhere. If he goes anywhere, it may be to the Eagles or a team like that who will give multiple ones for him, you know. So I don't see that either, though, and I'm not trying to. I just don't see that because, and I, as much as I wouldn't mind having Max, we just don't have the picks to be able to do that, right? You're gonna need. I think Dallas is gonna use both of their ones this year, or use one to trade down. But I think they're gonna use both of their ones. I don't believe there's no way. I think they're gonna go into free agency hard and like address a lot of needs in free agency. And from what I'm hearing, the most money they've ever spent was like $8 million a year in free agency in a long time. So I think you're going to see like a $15 million a year. I mean, they're going to go out and get somebody big. So multiple guys, but at least one blue chip prospect. So I don't know who that is. I have my opinions, but like we could all talk about it. I think that's what's going to happen. And then they're going to go in a draft, and hopefully, the draft works out. But I just think Max Crosby. I don't think he's going anywhere. Mark Davis came out and said that Max. That he talked to Max. Max isn't happy. But there's going to be a lot of excitement around the Raiders, okay? It doesn't take that much to turn an organization around. Mendoza's going to be there. He's a winner. Go out in free agency, get yourself. Maybe they get a Debo Samuel, But, again, somebody brought up Max Crosby for Pickens. Okay, I mean, would you do that even up? I don't know that the Raiders would do that. Do you think the Raiders would do that? Thomas Garrett, do you think the Raiders? I don't. I think the Raiders would want more, don't you think?
I think, both sides would want more out of the deal. But me, if I'm Jerry Jones, I wouldn't do the deal. Why would you want to trade this man when he literally saved the season for you last year? And then on top of that,
Right.
you got all these fans last year that was cheering for George Pickens, and now you want him traded?
Yeah, I don't.
Get the fuck out of here.
Tell them how you feel. Yeah, I don't. I don't see that happening. But anything can happen, man. I don't think that they are going to move on from those two picks, though. I think Dallas is going to use those picks and just take the best two players. And it's going to suck being at the draft not having any date. Two picks. But it is what it is, right? I mean, that's what I feel like they're going to do. They're going to stick and pick two players. That's what I feel like. Unless somebody's willing to move up into that 20 spot. But again, before we get to the draft, we got free agency coming out. And I wanted to look at some free agents here, just in case they do. If like people want to, trade for a wide receiver, let's discuss some wide receiver names here. Let's see here. I'm going to go with just unrestricted UFAs, and we're going to go with wide receiver. I just want everybody to understand what's out there, people. We got Mike Evans is out there, everybody. Mike Evans. He'll start the year at 32. Okay? He's got 12 years of service. He's similar to, Pickens, maybe he doesn't give the Mike Evans doesn't get the separation that a George Pickens maybe gets, but I don't think Pickens gets that much separation. But maybe a better route runner than Pickens, but older, still not the same player he was. Mike Evans, would that interest anybody if Dallas were to move Pickens for like let's say a second and a fourth? Any thoughts on that?
What's the height difference between them?
Well, George Pickens is like 6'3", maybe 6'2" and a half. And Mike Evans, I want to say Mike Evans is like 6'4", I want to say.
He's
thing
no
I-
more than 6'5".
The thing I'm worried
Yeah.
about Mike Evans is he's injury prone and he
Yeah.
missed a lot of games the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody that's going to be injury prone to come in here.
I'm
We
just
don't need
throwing
injury.
out names. I'm just,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
you ask, and what I'm afraid of about all of this is I heard that Mulligetta is going to ask 38 million starting out for Pickens.
40
And
million.
if-
He's going to start.
Okay.
He's going to start out at the Jamar Chase number.
Okay, then I'm not paying him. I'm going to go and get what I
He's
can for.
not
I mean, you
relevant.
can't pay that much money to receivers.
Well, I don't think they're going to have
He's
to.
not getting paid $40 million.
Nope.
That's just the starting price.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah, he's not
No,
getting.
he ain't getting 40.
But
He's not getting 40.
he's going to get more in CD. I just like.
Oh,
was
I
wrong.
agree.
Like early on in the process, I'm like, nah. Yeah, he is. After doing the research and realizing that just add $4 million to every contract from last year based on the salary cap. That's how it goes. It's percentage. It's again, this is what happens when you have dumb teams like Cleveland who give guaranteed contract. I'm not anti-player, people. I'm not saying they shouldn't make money, but
Right.
sometimes you got to save the player from themselves a little bit. How many times you see these players get this one big contract, they get the guarantee, but then their career is done, right? If he was smart, he should stay in Dallas, maybe take a little less, or go to another team that's has a good offense, and maybe don't go to the Raiders, right? He's not going to a cold weather city. Now, I guess if that's the only team, if Dallas trades him there, he ain't gonna have you don't have a no trade. So let me give you another name, Deebo Samuel. Actually, Mike will play at 33 next year, so he turns 33 in August. What's up, Rhonda? How are you? Rhonda Lovelace
no
in
cane.
the house. Deebo Samuel, 30 years old.
No.
With the baby.
I think he had the baby. So let's see here. Deebo. You don't want Deebo, huh?
No.
Why not?
He you know what? Quite as his scale, he's injury prone too.
I don't know, man. Listen, I hear what you're saying. I'm not comparing. Again, I'm just throwing out names as possibilities. Deebo Samuel is held a tackle with the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
So he's always hurt us. I know that's not a good reason to trade for. But I don't know what the guy's gonna want. You know what's gonna happen. Debo's he's probably gonna be a hired gun at this point, meaning he's gonna go to the top dollar. He's 30 years old. He's at that dreaded 30 mark. So we're gonna see what that means for Deebo Samuel. The average AAV is around 15 million, 16 million a year. So just to let you know. How about Jawan Jennings, San Francisco 49ers?
Yes.
I like him.
He's going to play at 29. Jawan Jennings. He's going to get
I like him.
paid. He's going to get around 23 to 24 mil.
I like him.
I like him, and I'm not saying it because he's from my hometown either.
No, he played pretty well.
He'll play at 29. He turns a 29 July 10th. He signed a 2-year, $15.39 million contract with the 49ers, but he made himself some money. He had a hell of a year. So,
I did.
again, think you would be getting, even though he's 29, an ascending player playing well. I'm just trying to go down some names that maybe. There's a lot of names on this list. I'm not going to read them all. Just looking at, you got Zay Jones. Remember Dallas was in on Zay Jones a couple years ago at the deadline. He's with Arizona. Zay Jones. He's going to be 31 next year. I don't know.
Brian, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What if we get wiped out in the draft and we're sitting at number 12 and we don't have any of the defensive players we want? All the defensive backs go, the safety goes, the linebackers go. What would you think about drafting a wide receiver at that point, or trading back and drafting a wide receiver? Because you're gonna have some good wide receivers to pick from.
I don't think that's going to be the case. Well, there'll be plenty of
That ain't gonna be the
linebackers.
case.
Yeah,
That
I
ain't gonna
don't.
be the case.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I would be really surprised. That
Well,
would
here's
be.
the deal. Here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. I don't expect Pickens to not be here. I'm just throwing out hypothetical. I honestly think he's going to be here. Everybody, if
I agree.
If you want him traded, I'm sorry, he's not going to be traded. In my opinion, if you don't want him traded, you're going to be happy. We may have to overpay like we always do, but it's not really going to matter now because we're going to flip so many switches. It's not a big deal, but it is in the grand scheme of things. And I'm just going to say this: I don't think Dallas was at fault anywhere in this. Dallas did nothing wrong here. Dallas didn't do anything wrong. They made a great trade, and what ended up happening was, and I said it at the time when CeeDee Lamb got hurt, Randy. I said, this is a perfect opportunity. And people are like, oh, what are you saying? Were you rooting for injury? No, I'm saying Dak's going to be forced to have to get chemistry with this cat right away. And damn it if he didn't. And it looked like these guys were in lockstep. He's a perfect receiver for Dak. What do I mean by that? Well, I would say your catch radius, right? George Pickens' catch radius is phenomenal.
It is.
I'm not trying to be negative, but if you're not the most accurate quarterback in the world, he going to help you out, right? He going to help you. You don't have to have it Aikman right there every time in stride. You saw the catch against the Birds. I lead off with it every stream with the pitcher. That's what happened. I mean, he will go up. It's not a 50-50 ball with George Pickens. It's an 80-20 ball. It's 80% he going to catch it. So he's going to help anybody. He's perfect, Matt. He's a perfect opposite CD. He just is. It's it because you got CD who's a route runner, and you got George Pickens who's just a flat out baller. Go jump through the roof and go get the ball.
And like I was saying a while ago, Brian, if it weren't for him, there's no telling how many wins we would have had. He literally bailed us. He literally bailed us out. He did.
Well, and to add to what y'all were saying, Dak was having to force feed CD before Pickens was brought into the Cowboys. And since Pickens came to the Cowboys, he found a new target, and it allowed them to go all over the field, which helped the whole offense. So that's the way I look at that. I mean,
yeah, and CD, they mad CD about it. CD was like, I'm glad.
Yeah,
it kind of gave him a break a little bit.
It did, and I don't know. I don't see him going anywhere, but it's fun to talk about. Just like I don't see Max Crosby coming to Dallas. I don't. Anything can happen, but I don't think Dallas is in a situation where. But we'll see what they do in free agency. We're hearing a lot of. We've heard this before, but not this loud. Am I wrong? Have we heard this every year? We talk about it, and I know we
all in.
But
remember, all in.
But they always drag ass a little bit when it comes to coaching, and they don't always get their guy right away. They like to they didn't wait, and it does seem different. I know people laugh, but it does. This the type of hires. I said it before. I'm glad they're going with young coaches that are. I'll leave it at this. more relatable with the players that are actually playing on the field.
I
I'm just going to
agree.
leave it at that. You can take whatever you want, but let's not kid ourselves. It's about getting the most out of the players, right? They have to believe in you as a coach, right? So I like where they're going with this coaching staff. My opinion, Brian Schottenheimer, he wasn't perfect, but he held his end of the bargain by he called the offense that was ranked number one. We could all have our issues with the red zone and all, but it was ranked number one. It was a high octane offense. And the Dallas Cowboys, the only thing they did was hire Eberflus, and that wasn't so good. So they're actually letting him hire his defensive coach. So I like that. I think it's going to be a better situation. How are they going to do? Nobody knows, right? We don't know how they're going to do. But Bruce Banner, what's going up? Mouse, do the Raiders even want to deal him? I don't think so, Mouse. I don't think that they want to. He's the face of the organization. But it all depends how much Max wants out. And I don't know that Max is that uncomfortable right now. Right? I don't think he's that uncomfortable right now. So, do you guys want to hear what's next on after the combine, right? The combine is coming quickly. The combine is coming real quick.
Couple of weeks in Indy.
February 23rd. March 3rd, like I said, you have to designate the franchise tag. March 9th, Monday, March 9th. Literally 6 days. Monday, March 9th, I'll be live. It's legal tampering. That's, for all intents and purposes, March 9th is free agent. So, guys, that is less than a month away from free agency.
Thank God.
Yeah, but
Thank
Dallas
God.
has a lot of work to do between now and then. I know it only takes a couple, clicks of a switch. I get it. But that's what it is. That's what it is. So, it only takes, it doesn't take much. So March 9th is legal tampering. March 11th is actual days they could sign 4 o'clock. The league, the 2026 league year and free agency signing begin. We're going to see right away how serious they are, you meaning the Cowboys. Anybody, right? I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see how serious they are because Dallas doesn't have a lot of draft capital. Yeah, it's nice to have 2 number 1 picks, but you don't have a lot else. You don't got a second, you don't got a third. Right now you got 1 4, 2 5s, 2 6s, and what? 1 7? So,
Yep.
short month also. Linda Conyers, 100%. Jimbo, Dallas is not in a strong position to negotiate. The right time to sign Pickens would have been soon as you traded for him. Now it's, yeah, exactly, Jimbo. But just remember, let's just rewind a minute, everybody. When we traded for him, he was damaged goods. You remember that?
Yep.
He was damaged goods. He was a malcontent. It's funny how everybody's saying how great he is and he's better than CD. Just literally when we traded for him, I was like, oh my God, he's going to be a malcontent in Dallas. My question is, before we get into the actual draft talk, is he going to change once he gets this money? Everybody in the chat, is he going to change once he
That's
gets?
the scary
That's
thing.
what worries me.
because
That's what
It's happened
worries
other-
me.
It's happened to
I,
other teams.
I don't think he'll, I don't think he'll, get silly,
Right.
There's only been one player. Go ahead.
He proved himself last year to us. I don't think he'll, go off the deep end. I really don't. That's just me. I don't see him going off the deep end. I really don't.
I mean, it'll be interesting. Looking at DallasCowboys.com,
Brian, if you ask me, I think the situation up in Pittsburgh, I think something happened up there to make him act like he did. I think something happened up there because he wasn't like this at the University of Georgia. he was, your plain ordinary college student. He wasn't like this in Georgia. Something happened up in Pittsburgh to make him act like he did.
Well, Thomas, you know how the media
Yeah,
likes to blow shit out of proportions all the time.
Yeah.
same thing happened to Antonio. Same thing happened to Antonio Brown and everybody else that played up there. Act a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Um,
he also didn't have a quarterback that was worth a damn while he was there. That's
That
the
too.
thing.
I mean, you had Le'Veon Bell, you had the wide receiver there. I mean,
Juju.
Juju. I mean, it's always some
Sorry, I
kind of
had a
offensive
phone
player.
call, so I have no idea what's going on.
So I don't know.
I got most of just real quick. I got most of all the items. I got most of all the items out. There's still like 4 or 5 things I gotta ship. I have to get a couple boxes. There's a big sign that there's somebody won that I gotta get a box. So if anybody,
I
that
got mine, Brian.
all right, cool.
I
Anybody
got
that
mine,
got
Brian,
your
today.
stuff?
Yeah, I
That's
got
good.
mine today.
There's a few items I have not shipped, so don't worry. I haven't forgotten about you. I've just been laid up for a few days. So I mean, I've been working
No
inside, but
Drew?
I actually forgot all about it. Then I was like, oh yeah.
it's just small little throw. But yeah, your wife will like it. Or you.
I'm sorry. This is for Drew.
Fight my
My wife,
shining
she's a
metal
Browns fan.
ass.
She don't want anything Cowboys. So
No. Okay. Well, there you go. All right. So let's talk about it. I mean, I want to talk about like players that I'm going to be doing a video. Probably I'll have it released maybe tomorrow, but I'm not going to get into that specifically. But what are some of the players like at 12 guys before we actually do mock drafts? What are some of the guys that you like? Okay, at 12, loyal. What position? Like, do you want us to take?
first,
At 12,
linebacker.
You want linebacker at 12.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any specific linebackers that you like? I think it's gonna
Styles.
be right.
We could get a linebacker. I'd like to have an edge rusher. I wouldn't mind Bain or,
But
Laney or one of those guys.
But they're gonna be.
But I like Styles.
Yeah.
I think Styles is a realistic pick for us.
Yeah, I think he'll be there, but maybe not. But he'll be. I would say this. What corner? I mean, I'm gonna put a. I'm gonna start a poll real fast. Assuming we go corner. Assuming we go corner. Let me see here. Let's see here.
Got a lot of corners up there.
Yeah, but after the first 2 or 3, they drop off big time.
Yeah, that's yeah. You're right.
I don't really know. I think knowing that we got Christian Parker, I'm expecting a cornerback to go at 12.
Me too.
Oh, man. That's hard to choose there, bud.
I know. And I know there's other good ones, but I'm talking at 12. I'm talking at 12. And I don't know what to think. You got Mansour Delane, right? Who is he's not coming off an ACL, okay? He's not coming off an ACL. He's 6'1", 190. Okay, he played almost 4 years as a starter. He had 2 INTs, 11 pass breakups, while earning the highest CB rating score in the entire class. Mansour Delane, LSU. They were not a good defense, right, Randy? They weren't very good.
No, LSU wasn't real good this year. Nope.
First person that comes to mind when you say that is this Morris Claiborne like vibes.
I hear you, but yeah,
exactly.
And that's kind of why I'm like, you
I
gotta
know
get
what
those
you're
Morris
saying.
Claiborne vibes.
I hear what you're saying. So I'm not going to argue with you. I hear you, but we can't be gun shy. You can't do that because you will miss out on great players. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say Mansour Delane is right there with Gerard McCoy. They're saying Gerard McCoy, if
I'm getting
he
him
didn't
next
get
year. Yeah.
yeah, if he didn't get hurt, he would be in the top 5 of this draft. But I don't want injured players, so I would go with a safer of the two, and pick Delane myself.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? This is why the draft is not an exact science. Jermod McCoy supposedly, here's the big if. I doubt he's gonna run at the combine. They're saying he's ready to go. If he is, you'll see him at the combine. But you know what's gonna happen. He's going to go at his pro day,
Right.
and where it's a controlled environment. And I bring up McCoy because he's the better athlete. He's the natural guy. His ceiling is through the roof. Yeah, Jermod McCoy,
Yep.
not as tall, but a little bit more muscle. He's a little bit more beefier. 5'11", 195. Jermod McCoy, but he didn't play football this year. But he's going to look great out there, right? In his pro day.
Yeah, they said he's ready to go. They said that his knee is fully healed.
Okay.
Thomas, you should know about him, Thomas. You
Yeah.
watch Tennessee all the time.
I know about McCoy. I know about McCoy.
But my thing is this, everybody. I was watching an episode, I think, of Talking Cowboys, or listening. I shouldn't say watching. And Isaiah Stanback, who I actually like, Isaiah's takes. I don't like a lot of the guys. I'm pretty picky who I like. But he played the game. He's fairly knowledgeable. I don't always agree with Isaiah either. But he's saying, and he was negative on Bland, saying Bland, he doesn't see Bland getting back to his former self anytime you, or no, not Bland's, excuse me, our rookie from last year, Savon Ravel, because the hardest, and I agree with him, the hardest position to play on the football field is corner, and you ask, well, why is that? Well, because you're going backwards. Everybody else is playing football going forward.
You're backpedaling.
You're backpedaling, and coming off a knee injury. He may never be what he. Now, that's a strong statement. I didn't like that statement, right? But he's entitled to his opinion. What's that?
I was just saying back. Do he work for ESPN or Fox?
He's on Good Morning Football, and he's on
The NFL Network.
Yeah, and then he's on the Dallas Cowboys staff. He works for the Cowboys as well. He does the pregame stuff, and he does some in-studio stuff. But I do value his opinion and his breakdowns of week-to-week games. I think it's a little bit of a strong statement but he is right. The hardest position. But if you're going with his logic, though, guys, then how could you take McCoy in round 1? If you're going with Stanback's logic that, well, he may never be the same, and he haven't played football in a year. Now he's going to the NFL, and ifs and buts were candy and nuts, right? So that's the deal.
Feed off of what Loyal was saying. I'm the same way when it comes to the first pick. What I'd like is a linebacker. But me, it's more like linebacker, edge, and then safety. That's me. So linebacker or then slapped edge or safety.
Would y'all be willing to trade back 3 or 4 spots and maybe pick up like Cassius Howell, the edge rusher? Because I watched him, and he's a pretty good player too.
Well, here's my thing. I believe, and it's a catch-22, right? It's a catch-22 because if you trade back, then you're trading out of a first-round graded player. Everybody,
right,
so it goes in contrast of what you want to do is draft good football players just to get more picks. But I kind of think I'm going to stick to my original statement a few weeks ago. After Downs, Bain, Bailey, right? After that, maybe a couple more, maybe. Then I mean, like, what do you like? You know, I like Mekhi Lemon as my favorite receiver, and he's listed at most people have him ranked third amongst receivers. I love Mekhi Lemon. I think he's going to be an absolute beast. You know,
Looking at him.
What free agent corners are out there too?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm looking at him too.
Well, I'm not saying we're going to take Lemon. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just trying to say that what you like, maybe not what I like. Maybe there's a team who loves Avion Terrell or Brandon Cisse or Colton Hood better than Jamad McCoy because of his injury. I'm not, you know, I'm just throwing it out there that it's one of those drafts where there's not really, after the first few, half dozen are off the board. Good luck. Pick who you like. So I think you're gonna see picks like, what? Really? And this goes to Vinny Hagan, where he said he likes to get caught up in what everybody's saying. But there's going to be guys rising up the board like a Cassius Howe who may go to a team that could use him. Like, we could talk about him. What's your thought on Cassius Howe, Randy McIntyre? We'll start with you.
Well, they say that he's got shorter arms. I don't give a damn. If he can rush that quarterback, I don't care what they say. You can't always look at a guy's arms or his speed. If he's a football player and he's willing to play, I go get him. But right now, if Caleb Downs is there at 12, I take Caleb Downs. I don't trade away for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I take that dude right away.
Randy, it's just like Hugh Douglas. He ex-Eagle, and he had short arms. Look what he did. Come on now.
That's true. That is true.
So
that's what I would do, Brian.
Yeah, you got Cassius Howe, 6'4", 245. Okay, Cassius Howe.
Yeah.
He's more of a stand-up guy in a 5-man front /3-4 hybrid type. So he would fit good, but it'll be interesting because, you know, Dallas doesn't usually do that, but they also rely heavily on their coordinators when it comes to doing the actual picking. So,
well, I think what you said was right. Parker is coming in here. They're going to let him pick that first player, and I think he's going to go after defensive back. That's just my opinion. I think you're right about that.
Unless they go out into free agency and pick up a corner. And again, I'm in no real rush. So let's talk about that real quick. Free agent cornerbacks in 2026. There's a lot of them, but I'm just going to highlight some of the ones I like. Greg Newsome out of Jacksonville. He's going to play at 26. I like Greg Newsome. I like him.
I do too.
I mean, what's there not? I think that would be a good guy. We just saw one win a Super Bowl.
What's his name?
Reek Woolen.
Yeah, number 27.
Reek Woolen's a free agent.
If you think about it, Brian, both him and Kobe Bryant are free agents. The safety for Seattle.
Yeah, so again, Reek Woolen is going to play at 27 next year, okay? I think that would be fantastic. Now, he's going to be highly coveted, and he's probably going to get overpaid. That's what happens in free agency. Reek Woolen. So we say that they're going to take a corner in round one, but if they do their due diligence and hit free agency, that's why this year, more than any other year in recent history, because we all were hoping and they're going all in. That was a lot of BS. They got embarrassed by what they did. They got egg all over their face by last year's offseason. So I'm just saying, if they want to reshape the narrative, they're going to have to spend foolish money, rightly or wrongly. Don't you think they got to spend foolishly?
Yes, to get the fans back interested, I believe that. Yeah, because if they don't, we're gonna abandon everything.
And we led the whole NFL in attendance, but let's not kid ourselves. A lot of those fans were fans of the other team.
Yeah, and Jerry don't have no other choice because the Cowboy fans has been pissed off for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
He have no other choice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it'll be interesting. Like, it really will be interesting when what happens with free agency, because that's going to have a direct correlation of what's going to happen with that first pick. Now, I said that they're going to go with a corner, but if they go out and get Reek Woolen and, let's say they go and get a safety, that doesn't mean you don't take Caleb Downs, but I don't think Delane's going to be there. I think Delane's going in the top 10. I really
I
do.
do too. I do too.
So once he's gone, now you're looking at a McCoy. I'm not taking him at 12. Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, Randy, he's from your part of the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so then let's assume that Delane's gone. They're not going to pick up McCoy, which, I'm not saying yes or no, but let's just assume that they're not. I think we all agree that they're going defense, right? There's no way they're going any other place.
They have
defense.
to. Yeah, they have to. My God.
But they have to. This should be a defensive draft for us.
Well, same thing goes with us. We got problems. We got problems in Paradise over here. We got the quarterback flop. He's going to more likely be let go. Thibodeau's probably going to be let go. So
right.
if they go free agent.
I mean, I see Delane going right before us.
Yeah, I see that.
I see him going to Miami, but that's just me. I think Jeremiah Love goes before us. I think Caleb Downs, David Bailey, Spencer Fano, Ruben Bain, Orville Reese, Carnell Tate, maybe Jordan Tyson, and Mendoza. I mean, so I think you're going to be looking at a Dramad McCoy at 12, a Sonny Styles at 12, right? Peter Woods, defensive tackle, Clemson. I know nobody wants a defensive tackle, but he's a stud.
I've heard some things about him. He's a
Offensive
beast.
tackle, Mawagoa out of Miami.
I would take him at 14.
Makai Lemon.
I like him.
So again, there's a chance. That's what you're looking at, everybody. That's what you're looking at.
You also got to take consideration the combine. If some people do real well in the combine, or some people don't do well in the combine, that's going to be a major factor in the draft.
Can I go out on a limb?
I hate that though. We'll go ahead.
It is what it is.
Randy
Go on
McIntyre.
that limb.
Well, I have a feeling they're going to go with edge rusher with their first pick. I don't think they're going in for Max Crosby. I don't. I think they're going to address their corners in the draft. Not that they won't pick up a corner in round 4 or something. I mean, I think they're going to hit the secondary in free agency, whether it's safety, whether it's corner. They're going to bring back Clowney. I just have a feeling. So if I gave you 2 names at 12, I know it's high, but if I said Cassius Howe or Messidor, what would you say?
Messidor.
Messidor.
I could kill
I don't-
you. Pause. I could kill you because you took the same words that I was getting ready to say out of my mouth.
Well, smart minds think alike. Me neither, Philly D.
Cassius Howe is rising up the board, by the way, so he's a riser right now.
There you go. There you go, Randy.
I think.
This is what you do.
I know everybody's like, well, and I know I wish Vinny was here because Vinny would be like, what? Yeah, at 20. Again, everybody's getting caught up with like 12 and 20 are the same. Again, it's not that much of a difference. Now, there's going to be guys that are, just I don't want no part of TJ Parker. Can we please just?
No, I don't either, Brian. I'm with you. I don't either.
What's this with TJ Parker?
Well, again, he has everything you want except actual production, right? He's a big guy, 6'3", 265. I don't know, man. when like I
Okay,
see him, he
is a big buffoon.
underperforms for
Can he
me.
play?
I mean, he
Big
may.
buffoon. Can he play?
Yeah, well, he can play, but not. I don't want him. I just don't want him with either one of our first round picks. I think he's a second, third round guy. I don't think he should go. But I would just say, I mean, just I ask and I shall receive. There is Vinny. I'm just saying, just
Yeah,
keep
he's there.
those names
There.
like Cassius Howell. Just keep that name in your mind. But if I said Cassius Howell or Sonny Styles, you got to go with Styles, right? You're probably gonna go with Styles.
Obviously.
Mhm.
I will.
So, what if I said Styles and then Howell at 20?
I take that in a heartbeat right now. Give me
That
them two, and
sounds
I
good to
take it.
me.
You know, I think that's if I had to do a mock today, it would be something like that. Now, Howell may go before 20, just to let you guys know. Messidor might be going early. I keep saying Keldrick Falk. I like the idea of Falk, but not in the first round. I mean, Keldrick
No.
Falk, again, out of Auburn, beast of a guy. I hope he goes in the top 10. I hope a team like Washington takes him because he's a big dude, but he's not that explosive, and he's a little raw. So, 6'5", 290, or like 288. He's almost like a defensive lineman. I mean, like interior. I mean,
He's more of a one tech.
but I mean, he plays edge. I just don't. That's not what we need. What Dallas needs, which is why I keep saying a Cassius Howell and a Sonny Styles, they need guys who can win at the point of attack and make a play, one-on-one, and beat their man ahead of them. That was their problem. They could not get to the quarterback last year. They could not. Outside of Clowney, nobody was consistent. Now, we'll see with this new scheme. My thing is, though, Randy, if you already have let's say, we already have an easy on our team. Does Cassius Howell, is that screw up with that? Is that, or no, you
No.
think?
No, I think he fits the system very well because you have to look at if Donovan Ezeraku can be the difference maker. If he puts on some muscle and he gets a little better than he did this last year, then maybe Cassius Howell, him, and Clowney, and you're going to have to draft maybe one more guy back or farther in the draft, somebody like Heights out
Yeah.
of Texas Tech or somebody like that, but. I think he fits our system well now because that's going to be a 5-man front a lot of times, and they're going to be rushing 3 or
Right.
4, depending on where what he's doing. I don't really know his system real well.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I'm leaning that way now, like a Styles Howell type of thing. If Howell's gone at 20, then maybe
Thiemann, maybe the safety out of Oregon.
yeah, and that's another thing. Dylan Thieneman,
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely an option too. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick the Giants. I'm going to pick Dallas.
All right.
And since Big D's in here, we'll make it quick. I'll pick the Ravens for him. Yeah, because we have all Eagle fans. So let's see here.
Appreciate the harbor.
Let me pick the Ravens. We're just gonna do a couple mock drafts, everybody. We'll do we'll do one round, okay? And let's go, baby. All right, here we go. Mendoza went 1. Ruben Bain went 2. All right, let's hide it right now. Mendoza, Ruben Bain, Jordan Tyson, the first wide receiver taken, David Bailey. Both edge rushers, a wide receiver, and Mendoza have gone. Jesse, you're on the clock. You're looking at Arvell Reese, linebacker. I don't see that for you. You got Carnell Tate, Jeremiah Love, Caleb Downs, Spencer Fano.
Oh, damn it. Feno, I have to. I
Yeah,
have to.
I think that's the pick. So you're gonna go with
Yeah,
Fano.
because Eleanor might be leaving. Eleanor might be leaving, and we need some. We
But
need some
you need
offensive
that.
line.
Yes. Spencer
Yeah,
Fano's
that's what I
gone.
take.
All right, I'm gonna pause it here a second. All right, here we go. I'll hide all that. We're not gonna trade in this round. Like we're not gonna trade everybody. Let's let everybody know what happened. Carnell Tate went to Cleveland. Arvell Reese went to the Commanders. Jeremiah Love went to Notre Dame. To the Saints. Caleb Downs went 9.
There he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Keldrick Falk went 10. Edge. I don't see
Good.
that.
Good.
I don't see that, but that's what happened.
I don't either.
Francis Mawagoa went at 12. And now we are looking at we're on the clock. Our best available is Peter Woods.
Nope.
Lomu, offensive tackle, Utah. Makai Lemon, wide receiver, USC. Mansour Delane, Jamad McCoy, and Sonny Styles.
Mansour Delane. That's good. I take.
I would go Styles here, but it's hard to pick people now
Because you don't know.
because we don't know who they're going to get in free agency.
That's
that
it.
does matter.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
I think Styles is probably and Delane are the two guys to look at here.
I agree with that,
I agree too.
especially Styles.
I think you take Styles here because not knowing if we're going to need corners or if we go out and get 2 linebackers in free agency, then you pick the defensive back no matter what.
But we'll do a couple. We'll do a few.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this simulator, and then we'll have another simulator. So we're going to be on for a little bit. But, yeah, in this particular, let's just go with.
I'm going to watch later, man. I'm going to get going.
All right,
You
buddy.
guys have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Chris.
See ya.
We'll get to sleep.
Good night,
Right.
Chris.
Night.
Randy, it's the same. Randy, it's the same. It's the same mess I'm going through right now.
Oh, Holly Pierce.
But I'll talk to you later.
Hi,
All right, brother.
Thomas.
I'll talk to you.
Happy birthday, girl.
Thank you.
Oh, happy birthday,
Birthday,
Hallie.
girly. I did send in your
Dave
It was
Thompson
yesterday.
Hold up, everybody. Dave Thompson says Styles because there's 5
Cross my mind.
quarterbacks available. Philly going to be lost without Statland. The Cowboys will sign Pickens, Clowney, and Javante. Yeah, they're already working on a deal with Javante, Farm Boy, just to let everybody know. Let's just look at just for shits and giggles, everybody. The Bears want to trade with us.
Ooh.
We would drop to 25. We would get 25, 57, and a second-round pick next year.
Take it. Take it.
I would take it.
Yeah, because next year, your second round picks are going to be good. I'm telling you, next year's draft's big.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
We have to give up 12 and 177.
That's fine. You get that second round pick.
Do you really want to take it?
I would.
Just to see what happens.
Okay. All right. I would go Styles, but we're going to take it. We're going.
Oh, I didn't know Styles was there. We might as well do what Dallas is going to do, and they're going to pick
All right,
Styles.
hold up. So you got Lomu went off the board at 12. They went up for the offensive tackle. Avion Terrell went 13. Big D, you are on the clock.
Okay.
They got Peter Woods, Makai Lemon, Delane, McCoy, Styles, the Caleb Banks, Kenyon Sadiq. That's basically the names you're looking at.
I would take either Peter Woods or Makai Lemon because
There you
I
go.
don't know what's the injury status of Matabike because he had the neck injury during the season.
Yeah.
He was out for the season.
Why don't we go Peter Woods?
Okay.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Good pick.
And or even with Lemon, yeah, I would think they're going to need to probably give Lamar another weapon to work with.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here it is. Woods went to Baltimore. Lone, offensive guard, went to Tampa. Makai Lemon goes to the Jets. Sonny Styles goes to the Detroit Lions.
Ooh.
Mansour Delane goes to the Vikings. Jermad McCoy goes to Carolina. Cowboys are on the clock. We got wiped out. So now I ask you, did we get wiped out? Did we? Because we got CJ. Well, let me just read you some of the names. Caleb Banks, defensive tackle. You got Ty Simpson, Kenyon Sadiq, who I don't see a fit in Dallas. He's real raw. The Caden Proctor, I would say a bit of a project. Maybe a guy like Stoutland in Philly could really turn him on quickly, but you don't have Stoutland, so you got wide receiver KC Concepcion, Caden McDonald, CJ Allen out of Georgia is on the clock right there waiting for us. CJ Allen, yes, the linebacker. Brandon Cisse, Colton Hood. Again, that's a name I've been hearing for Dallas. Believe it or not. The Colton Hood. Again, Messidor is there. TJ Parker's there. Anthony Hill Jr. is there. They're all there. Cassius Howe is there. So just remember, we got 2 picks coming up, and because of the trade, we were able to get 57, which is the second round pick. So who we taking here, everybody? If it were me, I'd go CJ Allen, linebacker, Georgia.
Sounds good to me. CJ Allen, if it's not Messidor.
He's a tackling machine. It could be Messidor. I mean, that's up to you guys, but just know that we did get the now my thing is, who are we taking, Messidor or Hal? Because
I know what I take.
No, I'm saying, I mean, if they're both on the board, which they are, who would you want, guys? Randy, who would you want, Messidor or Hal? Oh, he's not here. He left me. That's the thing.
Well, you said CJ Allen's on the.
Yeah, well, that's a linebacker. Yeah. We got the Georgia linebacker.
Well, that's who I think Loya wanted to begin with, was a linebacker.
Yeah, one thing. Let's see what trade offer. I'm not trading. We could get 24 and a third next year, or we could 56, 81, 88. Oof, we could really rack up. Nah, I'm just gonna stick and pick here.
It's hard for me to choose between Allen and Messidor. Yeah. Those are 2 hard choices.
Yeah, and I don't know what Dallas thinks of CJ Allen. I know that if they allow their coach to pick, they will like it. Some people have Anthony Hill over him. Still
like Messidor.
CJ Allen is, but you might get him. But you may not. CJ Allen is a consummate old school linebacker prospect, new school athletic skills. He excelled in 2025. Again, he's all over the field. He plays bigger than his size.
Randy's back. You can ask him.
So, all right.
Sorry. I had to go do something.
We're on the clock, brother. We have a pick 20 and 24, or 5. We have 20 and 25. So we haven't made a pick. We got wiped out, obviously. Lemon, Styles, Delane, McCoy, Woods all went. So we're looking at Caleb Banks. I'm just going to name defensive players. CJ Allen's on the board. Brandon Cisse. Colton Hood. Lee Hunter out of Texas
Tech.
I take
Cisse.
And
either Cisse or Hood.
So you don't think that the new Dallas linebacking coach isn't going to push for CJ Allen?
Well, he may. I mean, you're probably right. I would probably pick Allen at that point. Yes.
I'm only saying
because one of the 2 defensive backs are going to drop. Now, yes, you're right.
It's a tough one, but I just think you need to get a good player, a good guy, Now, is CJ Allen a Mike linebacker? That's my thing. I I think he is.
I
He's
think he is.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he is. So
he
he's
reads and reacts without delay, delivers punishing physicality as a take as a block take on defender, and has all the makings as a stud 3 down defender. I think you got to go CJ Allen here.
I agree.
So we're going Allen. Let's see what goes. Ty Simpson, Abney, Caden Proctor, Caden McDonald. So we are on the clock, and we still have both of our edge rushers on the board. And
Oof.
so we got the Caleb Banks, Brandon Cisse, the corner. A lot of mixed reviews on him. Just a little background: 6'1", 190, young, very young prospect. Just a raw guy. Some teams love him, some teams not so much. Colton Hood is more Dallas speed. I don't see. I see them going edge rusher. You got Lee Hunter out
Who
of
is the
Texas
edge
Tech.
rushers on the?
Well, right now we got Akeem Messidor out of Miami, and we got T.J. Parker out of Clemson, and we have Cassius Howell out of Texas A&M.
I would take Howell right there.
To me, it's
He's
Howell
younger than
or Messidor.
Messidor.
It's Howell or Messidor. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
I would take Howell there.
Is that a consensus, everybody?
Yeah, I would.
Now let's
Yeah,
look
that's good.
Let's look at some of the trade offers. Eagles are trying to get up. 54, 68, and a second next year. No, thank you. We're rejecting that. 53, 76, 214, and a second next year. Sorry, Steelers. We're not helping out the hometown team. The Niners, they want us to drop from 25 to 27 and get a 5th-round pick next year. I'm not helping them out either.
Right.
Nope.
So I'm just going to stick, and we're going to take we're going to go Hal. Is that what we want to do?
That's what I would do.
Yes.
Or we got Dylan Thieneman. But, Now, we do have a pick. Let me see here.
We got a 2nd-round pick coming up, so I would take Howell as the edge rusher.
Yeah, well, we're already doing 1 round, so but for the sake of this, for the sake of this, we're gonna go Cassius Howell here. Now it's funny, they have a Messidor Parker, Zion Young. So again, it's early yet, people, but we're gonna take Howell. We're gonna get our edge. Just know that in this particular scenario, we're going to have our choice of edge rusher, really, right? I mean, we're going to have our choice of edge rusher. So that's it. That's the first round. Just some of the highlights. Giants got Fano. Washington got Arvell Reese. We got C.J. Allen and Cassius Howell. Eagles got Caden Proctor. Kind of a project.
That's a project.
But yeah, I mean, I like them. I do like them. But so, we'll see. And Peter Woods, typical Boston Raven. A Baltimore Raven. So, all right, that's that. Let's do another one. I'm going to do a different mock. We'll do the same thing. We'll do Dallas. We will do Eagles. We will do the Giants, and we will do the Ravens. We'll do 1 round. We'll do random CPU trades. We're gonna leave the trade. No, we'll do the off.
Are you do watching the Momos too?
No, he's not in here. So.
Oh, all right. I thought he was around.
If he was in here, then we would. But all right.
He did a live tonight. He was talking crazy about everybody's team and everybody.
That's what he does. Okay. Let me see. How do I start this fucking thing?
Forgive Momo, for we know not what he do.
Just real quick, if Vinny, I wish he could hear me if he's on there. Doesn't his picture look like Dave Campbell for some reason?
Oh God, it does.
Trying to find how to start the draft. Enter draft. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Start draft. Here we go, everybody.
Hey, Vinny.
What's up?
All right, we're on the clock. We are on the clock right now. Ruben Bain went number 1. I know. Just let it go. Ruben, it doesn't matter. Those names are coming off the board. Ruben Bain went 1. Mendoza went to the Jets. Mauagoa went to Arizona. David Bailey went to the Tennessee Titans. So we're only doing 1 round. The Giants are on the clock. So best available, Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reese, Mansour Delane, Jermod McCoy, Carnell Tate. You can get the wide receiver out of Ohio State. Spencer Fano. Spencer Fano is on the clock. Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon. I thinking it's either Tate or Fano.
Fano Tate. Damn it, man.
Well, you could switch it up if you want. You could switch it up. You could go more.
Yeah, I'll get Tate. I'm getting Tate.
But you got Lemon there too. But okay, I mean.
Whoa, don't change that. I'll take Lemon.
Sucker.
Don't let him change your mind there, tough guy.
Shut up.
Yeah, you can't go wishy-washy.
My God, you
Lemon went
He
to
didn't
the
say it all.
Giants. Lemon
You're
went to
easy
the
to
Giants.
Lemon. And you'll like it, Randy. Shut up.
Easy to
Hey,
change
that's
there,
a
tough
good
guy.
pick.
All right, here we go. We're gonna
Pick
rewind
the
this
quarterback
here.
we killed.
We're gonna rewind this here. Mekhi Lemon went 5. Ty Simpson went to the Browns. Keldrick Falk went to
That's not gonna
Washington.
happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Caleb
No.
Downs. Caleb
Tyson
Downs.
went to the Bulls.
Caleb Downs went to the Saints. Peter Woods, that's actually a good pick, went to the Chiefs. Spencer Fano went to, that's actually a great pick, for the Bengals. Caden Proctor went 11 to.
Love is there.
So let me read off. Hold up. You got Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reese, Mansour Delane, Jermod McCoy, Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson. I mean,
You have to go Reese.
oh man.
Yeah.
There's all kind of players I want there.
So you have
That ain't
to-
gonna
you have to
happen in
go
a
Reese.
million years.
No, it doesn't make sense. But I mean,
Look.
on that,
It-
you have to go Reese.
Wait. It don't make sense because we're all listening to the same people until it does make sense. Again, we're all listening to who are we listening to? The media scouts right now. We're listening to Broadus again.
Yeah, pretty much. I
But
mean,
it always gets changed. We were hearing about the wide receiver that Green Bay ended up drafting in the 20s, lined up for us all off season. We're getting a wide receiver. We're getting a wide receiver. We're getting a wide receiver.
Golden.
Yeah, Matthew
Yeah.
Golden and Tet McMillan. Who the hell knew Tet McMillan was going to go all the way up at number 7? Right.
True.
So
True.
I'm not saying this is going to
That's
happen, but
true.
I'm saying you have to. You also have to account for something like this happening. So to me, you take Arvell Reese and run it. I know Jeremiah Love is really good, but if Arvell Reese is on the board, how do you not take Arvell Reese?
Same thing happened with Shador. He
the
was bad
only way
him.
you don't take him is if we pick up 2 linebacker agency. That's the only way you don't take him. Then you go pick Love. But I'm with you. You take
6'4",
Arvell Reese in the heart.
243.
I would love for him to fall to us because he can be an edge rusher
Yeah,
and a
Yeah.
linebacker.
Yeah. He's actually
Well,
yeah.
in this mock draft, since Reese is down there, that's who I would be picking right now.
I think
for
you
the mock
have to
draft.
go Reese,
Mhm.
but we could look.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
is there
That's a
any trades?
no-brainer.
Is there any trade options here? To me, there's so many guys on the board I like. I would be willing to listen to trades. You know,
You can move back a couple and take a chance.
Isn't Ty Simpson projected to maybe go to the Rams at 13?
he's
No,
off
the
the
Rams are
board
going
right
to
now.
draft a
He's already
cornerback.
off the board right now in this particular scenario.
Oh, all
He-
right, because that's
I agree, Linda.
Yeah,
I agree.
they were
100%.
talking about possibly them moving up
players won't
us to
settle
take a
on draft
quarterback.
board until after the. Yeah, exactly, Linda. I'm not saying for any stretch. That's why some people say, "Oh, I don't like doing mock drafts because it's not realistic." We don't know. We're just having fun here.
Oh shit!
Mhm.
That's all we're doing. We're allowed to have fun. Everybody can go take a long walk if they don't like it.
I will say this though, Brian. If that actually did happen this way, you're talking about maybe getting a trade that we couldn't refuse at this point because
Possible.
somebody's going to want to come get one of them players that's
Right.
just sitting right there. But I would take
You got the-
Reese.
Basically, you could have the Godfather pick. That's what you mean. The Godfather pick.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
fused.
Nobody offered a trade here, which is weird. So I don't know.
There's a lot of good players there.
Damn.
So under this scenario, who we taking? Arvell Reese.
Arvell Reese.
Yeah.
Orville Reese.
All
That's a
right.
I'll take
no-brainer at
Reese.
that
All right,
point.
we got
That's a
Reese.
no-brainer.
So
You're
let's
right.
draft him. Boom. We got him. All right. And then we'll let the how am I on the
Let-
clock? Oh, okay. The Rams.
Let us.
Wait, hold up. Oh, the Rams didn't pick yet, so we got to pick for the Rams. The Rams needs offensive tackle, a corner, safety, and a quarterback. So, if you're the Rams, who are we giving them?
Defensive tackle.
I would. Well, they need edge rusher, offensive tackle, wide receiver, offensive guard. I would say probably McCoy, maybe. You know the corner, maybe.
Yeah,
Right?
I would guess McCoy myself.
All right, let's give
Yeah,
him McCoy.
I would guess corner.
All right. Oh no, I'm sorry. They screwed up. The Rams took Delane, and then we took McCoy for.
Oh,
Sorry. Hold up here. We got a trade here. Now I don't know what happened. There was a glitch in the system. The Rams took Delane. We took McCoy for Baltimore. It is what it is. Cassius Howell went 15 to the Buccaneers again. Carnell Tate goes to the Jets, so the Jets end up with Mendoza and Tate. Now,
damn.
yeah, the Jets could trade up. You know, I mean, who knows what? I don't see that happening. I see the Raiders going Mendoza, but listen, that's why it's fun. Avion
Like a 1-2 punch right
Terrell
there.
goes to Detroit. Jeremiah Love goes to Minnesota. Jordan Tyson. Wow.
What are you mad about, Jesse?
I'm
Jordan,
not saying, damn, what a 2 punch right there. Like that.
Jordan Tyson goes to Carolina to team up with Tet McMillan. Dallas is on the clock. Just some of the names: Sadiq, Boston, Caden McDonald, defensive tackle. Sonny Styles is still on the board. Lone, the guard out of Penn State. T.J. Parker. Colton Hood, corner out of Tennessee. Casey Concepcion. Just looking at
So far, Styles is who I'm thinking
CJ
so far.
Allen is there. Dylan Thieneman is there. Let's look at the trade. We are offered a trade here. Let's look at it. We are offered offer from the Broncos. See, right now we have 2 trade offers. Wow. Okay. I don't see this at all, but we have what's going on here? Offer from the Broncos. Pick 30 and pick 94.
Nope.
Wait. And 1 year. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This simulator? Let me look at the next offer. Offer from the Patriots. Pick 31. 63, 95. Yeah, I'm just gonna reject them all because this simulator is crazy. We'll go back to the other one. So who do you want to pick here? We took Arvell Reese. So what are we looking at? We looking at an edge rusher? We looking at? I mean, Sonny Styles is there. You're not going to take Styles and Reese, are you?
No.
C.J. Allen's there. Jeez. Dylan Thieneman. We could go Thieneman. We could go.
Thieneman.
We could get. I mean, but we could use a linebacker. Arvell Reese is going to play more edge than linebacker. I know, Linda, it sucked. That's why I didn't do that. So, what would you guys want to do here? You want to
I like
go?
it.
So you're saying you said Reese is more of an edge than a
Well, I
linebacker?
mean, yeah, he's going to play edge at times. Very interesting. This is a tough situation here.
Best available right
is.
there. Arvell Reese. That's what I go for.
Well, we already have him. So,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Styles is next. Yeah.
Go Styles. Yeah, Styles.
I would
What the
go
hell's the matter with you, Jesse?
C.J.
Dude,
Allen,
everything's
linebacker.
slow here in my TV.
You get
Either Allen or Styles.
or Dylan
Styles.
Thieneman.
I'll go Thieneman if you ask me.
What does
Yeah, I
Thieneman
want
do?
safety.
He's a
Safety.
safety out of
Oh,
Oregon.
safety. Okay.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
profile.
He's writing back it down.
Oh wait, I
He's not-
just drafted
obviously-
him. Sorry, I drafted him, so it's over.
It's okay.
Oh, good.
All right,
He's tired.
He's tired.
You listened.
Eagles are on the board. Eagles are on the board.
Ugh.
They need edge, wide receiver.
Kicker.
Sonny Styles is on the board for the Eagles, but they don't need him.
Fingers.
The edge rusher, T.J. Parker.
Is Sadiq still there? Or he's gone.
He's there. C.J.
Your call, Linda.
Allen's there, but they
Probably
don't
a
need a
good- probably a
linebacker
good pick.
necessarily. I don't know. I might give them C.J. Allen, but let's look
Linda's
at
in
the
there.
best. Let's look at the best. Yeah, best edge rushers: T.J. Parker.
Is that what it says they need?
Yeah,
Edge?
yeah.
Oh, what's next? Tight end?
Messador is there for the Birds.
Yeah, he's got him. This guy's old already. Dallas got is old already.
What's the name? Decided he can go in free agency.
Sonny Styles, C.J. Allen. I think they go like Sonny Styles, maybe. I'm just gonna give him Styles. Styles to the Birds.
Yeah, it's a Howie move right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the other one. We'll do the other one more time. This one was kind of lame.
It's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those just didn't make sense,
Yeah.
especially
That
some
first,
of the
that
trades.
first one, like, what the hell?
Yeah. All right, we'll
Jimbo
do
wants
one
to deep.
more. We'll do one more. We'll go back to the good one. We'll let's see here.
Make sure you put a notation. Do not pick this one.
I know, especially how did we get Reese from that?
Yeah, we'll go that.
How did this guy become first?
that, Eagles. We'll go Giants, Eagles. We'll go. Yeah, well, we'll pick Washington for Momos, and we'll do Baltimore for bingo. All right, we'll do one round. Let's enter. Let's go. All right. Mendoza, Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, David Bailey. All right. The Giants are on the clock. We
All
got
right.
New Orleans wanting to go from 8 to 5, and they'll give up 42.
No.
Okay, we're rejecting it. You're on the clock. You got Reese. Ruben Bain is there. Edge from Miami. I still think you're going Spencer Fano. I still think you're
Fano's
going.
there still.
Yeah, I think you're
Damn
going
it, man.
Fano.
I'm going for the sure thing, Fano.
Yeah, you
I
have
was
to.
about to
Back
say
that.
you need your offense more than you need.
Orville
Yeah, Lamar
Reese.
might be leaving, and we need something there now.
Arvell Reese went to Cleveland, and Washington is on the clock. Washington needs edge, wide receiver, tight end. Ruben Bain is on the clock. We got to give him Ruben Bain. Bye bye. Keldrick Falk, Mawagoa, Jeremiah Love, Jamad McCoy has gone. So guess who's on the board, everybody? Caleb Downs is on the board.
Downs.
Still down there. Down.
The safety is on the board. Mekhi Lemon, Delane, Styles. This is a perfect marriage. You go Caleb Downs. Even if you go out and get a Reed Blankenship to come in and settle everything down and get everybody in the right position. Caleb Downs, easy, done. Terrell goes. Big D, you're on the clock. Again, you're looking at the same type of Peter Woods, Lomu, Lemon, Delane, Styles. You know,
You're trending to get a good pick
or
there.
you can trade
D.
down a little bit if you want, but I would just probably stick and pick there.
I go
would,
receiver.
Yeah.
we'll give you the receiver this time. How's that? We'll give you Makai Lemon.
Yeah.
We'll just.
All right.
Yeah, I would definitely need it. He needs a weapon.
Styles goes to Tampa, Lomu Jets, Delane Seattle, which is good. Delane Seattle's probably going to lose Reek Woolen to us, right? So they're going to replace him with Mansour Delane. KC Concepcion goes to the Vikings. I actually like them getting another receiver. Caden Proctor goes to Carolina at 19. Dallas is on the clock at 20. Again, Dallas already picked Caleb Downs, the safety. So we got CJ Allen is on the board. Messador is on the board. Anthony Hill. Zion Young, the edge rusher, is on the board. Cassius Howe's on the board. Dylan Thieneman's on the board.
Wow.
I think Messador is on the board too. So let's just look at defense.
Allen or Messador, the first two.
Yeah.
Is that the first two?
Yeah, it's Peter Woods, Lone Banks, Ty Simpson. You got CJ Allen's the first one. I think that makes sense for them. And then Lee Hunter, Akeem Messador. Obviously, you have Cassius Howes there, McNeil Warren, both safeties, Anthony Hill Jr. I'd say linebacker or edge rusher here. We could look at the trade offers. Chicago wants, again, they're offering 25 and next year second. So I would consider that. Bengals are offering 41 and 72 and next year second. But we would have to go from 20 to 41, guys.
No touchy.
I don't know. I might consider that.
Yeah, you might, but that other one, you jump right in you're going to have a bunch of people right in the middle.
Are you here, Randy?
I'm sorry, I was muted.
All right.
I don't know that I would drop 40 to 40. What did the Chicago offer?
Offer 25, and we get a second round pick next year.
I don't know about that either.
Or we drop to 41. We get 72 and a second round pick next year from the Bengals. So that's a long way to drop. But at least we'll have day 2 picks. So, I mean, I think what we should do. Well, no, I'm not going to do it because I only did one round. So, let's just drop to 25 and see who's on the board. Let's just, for the sake of this argument, let's drop to 25.
Yeah,
since
Rocky's going to have him, hopefully.
This is what I'm saying here. How many guys? We're at 20 now. So 1, 2, 3. There's going to be 5 guys gone. We like CJ Allen. We like Colton Hood, Messador, Anthony Hill,
and Howell,
Zion Young, Cassius Howe, Dylan Thieneman. They're all on the board. So let's make the trade. We'll drop down 5 spots and we'll get a second round pick next year. Now we give up a 7th round pick, but that's not a big deal. Let's accept it. CJ Allen, Lone, Hood. Hood's off the board. So the Eagles are on the clock right now. Eagles are on the clock. So my Eagle people, who do you want? You need edge rusher, tight end, guard, tackle. So,
there, Jimbo, Linda, there you go.
You got Kenyon Siddiq here. That's the tight end. He's raw, though. I like other tight ends later. Lee Hunter out of Texas Tech, 6'3", 320. I don't think you need him. I'm looking at Akeem Messador for the Birds. If that's me, I'm going Messador. That's what I'm going. Or TJ Parker, edge out of Clemson. Who do you guys want? Jimbo, but you don't need defensive tackle. Yeah, I don't think you go D tackle. I think you go edge rusher.
Oh, the tight end's long in the tooth too now.
Peter Woods. All right. I'll look at the I think there's a trade alert. I think there's a trade. Oh wait. No, I must have clicked off of it. I must have declined it. I don't think Eagles are going to trade out of it. They don't need more picks. So,
They also might need an offensive lineman too.
I was just going to say that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was thinking that same thing. Lineman
Yeah,
is probably,
if Watson's name is retiring.
I
There it
think
is. Philly
lineman
D
is
just said
important to them.
he wants to go guard tackle.
all right, so we'll give him the
Yeah.
offensive guard, 6'6", 315.
Proctor? Who is it?
Proctor.
No, Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle. He's the highest.
All right. Whatever.
Proctor's
Whatever
gone.
it is.
Yeah, Proctor went already.
Oh.
So,
The next
Yeah,
best
Philly
lineman,
D
whoever that
said
is.
guard or tackle.
yeah,
I
I
agree.
love Jennings Dunker, but not in the first round. He's a beast.
No.
We'll give you the best tackle, I guess. Guard. Yeah, see, that would be a stretch to take a guard here. Offensive center, 63. I don't see it, guys. I don't see you going guard or tackle here. There's really no first round guard. Maybe if the rumors are true where you guys were shopping, not shopping, but willing to trade your defensive
Browns?
tackle
Oh.
for Micah, then maybe you go Peter Woods here. You know, he should be long gone by now. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to pick. I don't know. Woods.
Jimbo wants Woods.
All right, there you go. You got Woods. Ty Simpson. All right, we're gonna just hide this real fast. All right, Dallas is on the clock. So we're gonna pick 12 and 25. We picked up some pick. We got a trade offer. Green Bay is offering us 52 and 84. I'm not dropping down that far. And a second round pick next year. Sorry. The Chiefs are offering us 40 and 74 and a second round pick, but we got to give up 112. I'm not dropping that far.
Wow.
No.
How about this one? I like this one. We dropped to 30 with the Denver Broncos.
Reasonable. That's reasonable.
We get pick 62.
That's reasonable.
But
but who else is available at that point?
Who's on the board?
But
Up
they
till
get
30.
112. So,
I don't want to give our fourth round pick
matters.
away.
Yeah, and it matters.
But we're
who-
getting
who's gonna be
62.
there.
Is 62 the third round?
No, it's the second round.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, it's
getting
the
Second
end.
one?
It's
Okay.
second.
Yeah, it's near the end.
And
That's not bad.
And
Have
we're
we
giving
made
up
a
our
pick
fourth.
yet?
Yeah, we got Caleb Downs.
Damn.
You got
Okay,
Downs
That's right.
at
That's
number
right.
12.
That's right. Then I might
Damn,
trade
Randy.
that. You're right, Brian. I might trade that.
We could
down
drop
now.
out of the first round if you wanted and go 40 and 74, but we still have to give up 112. I don't like that. I'd rather
No, I
just
don't
stay.
either.
Well, pick a 30.
Yeah, the
Well,
30
let's
and
just- all
the.
right. Well, let's just. I mean, who are we looking at here? We're looking at.
That's what exactly.
All right, so we're looking at Cisse, the corner out of South Carolina, right? We're looking at Messador, the edge rusher. I don't know that they're going to pick Messador, but that's who's there. You got TJ Parker, edge rusher out of Clemson. That's 3 guys. Anthony Hill, linebacker out of Texas. That's 4 guys. Zion Young, edge rusher out of Missouri. I think he's going to skyrocket off the board.
Like him.
You have Cassius Howell still on the board.
Mm. It's,
You got Dylan Thieneman on the board.
that's nice.
Mm.
You got Kamari
Ooh.
Ramsey. So, again, I say let's trade. And
Yeah, there'll be one of those guys
Yeah,
available
let's
at
do
30.
let's
That
just see what
sounds good.
happens. Let's just see what happens.
Do it.
That's right. The thick of things again.
Do it. Do it.
All right, here we go.
We now.
Like we're gonna hide the trades right now. Let's see, Sadiq. They traded up for Sadiq.
Oop.
Caden McDonald, T.J. Parker, Denzel Boston, Keith Abney, corner, Arizona State, gone. We are on the board with all of our options. All of
Damn,
our
that-
options.
Boy, I hope that happens in real life,
I
Grant.
Yeah, that
told you
worked
that's
out well.
that was the trend. That seemed like the trend.
That worked out good.
So,
You're saying Thieneman is still there?
yeah, but again, we could have our. I mean, we took Downs. If we're going with the defense rules,
Oh, you don't need him again.
yeah, we don't need Thieneman anymore. So
No,
I'm
we don't.
thinking edge rusher or corner. You got Messidor or linebacker, Anthony Hill Jr., Zion Young,
I like him too.
Cassius
Like him too.
Howe.
I like Messidor. I have a feeling this would be the best
yeah.
time to grab Messidor.
Mr.
like
Messi,
Hill.
huh?
Yeah, that's the thing. Messidor is good. 6'3", 273. He's an old guy. He's 25.
Go old
I
for
wish I
college.
could say I was old.
I know, me too.
No shit.
I've been old.
Damn.
It's
Anthony
football.
Hill,
God's
6'3",
military.
235.
God, hey.
Anthony Hill.
I hear they like Hill a lot, but I mean,
Zion
that don't
Young.
mean
I'm looking
Zion
at edge
Young's
rusher.
an upriser. He's a riser.
Yeah, I'm looking at edge rusher here. Zion Young carries a long line of Missouri edge rushings. A transfer from Michigan State. Young flashed promise in his first SEC play in 2024, then achieved career
Michigan
numbers in
State.
2025 with 6.5 sacks, 16.5 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles. At around 6'5", 255, with over 33-inch arms, Young has a picture-perfect combination of linear explosive athleticism, lean mass, proper length, all of which adds to his power generation. I think they would like Young over Messidor, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that sounds better.
We had one of them Missouri defensive ends.
Or
Alvin
Cassius
Smith.
Howe. Yeah, who
Yeah,
do we have?
We had Alvin Smith.
Yeah. So, and then you got Cassius Howe, a little bit smaller guy, 6'4", 245. That's a tough call, everybody. But we got to make a pick.
Good players. Good
We
players.
We got cornerback Keontae Scott.
Scott's a good player too.
So, you
You
know.
need cornerback too.
Make a
That's
pick,
some pickle
guys.
there, buddy.
Zion
Make a
Young, Cassius Howe, Messidor, Cease. I'm not going to go Cease. We'll go. Yeah, I would just pick one, or Anthony Hill.
I could catch us how me.
See what I'm saying? We don't know who they like. That's the thing. We don't know
It
who they
is.
like. I think Messidor may.
Everybody has their opinion on who
Yeah,
should we be taking.
yeah,
You know, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
could go anyway. I don't think anybody's wrong until they actually pick.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Remember,
It's hard
But
to
combine
tell.
too.
free agency is going to matter. So
free agency, combine, all that shit
yeah,
matters.
it all matters. It
Because we
does.
may
That's
get our
social
safeties in free agency, and
Yep. That's like I said, my old line.
Yeah.
Might get some for free agency.
Yeah, just keep in mind, everybody, that I'm thinking edge rusher in the first round just for positional value. But you have a bunch of linebackers now, and like in this scenario, right? We did drop down and pick up. We picked up.
A second for next year, and you picked up a second for this year.
Yeah, we got pick 62. So just remember, at pick 62, they have They have Josiah Trotter at 56, Jake Golday at 74, Jacob Rodriguez, I love him, at 83. So
Yeah, he's moving up.
with that next
He's a beast.
pick, you could get a linebacker, Lander Barton. I mean, there's a bunch of linebackers. So
Rodriguez was a beast in that game.
So let's stick with either corner or edge. The corner, you got Cisse is the only guy I would consider, or Keontae Scott. I'm expecting them to be very active in the corner market. So let's go edge rusher. Let's just go edge rusher.
Sounds good to me. It's just so hard to pick. Edge sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do we think they're going to take, Randy? Messidor, Young, or Howell? I don't care which one. Who do you think they're taking?
That's a hard call.
I know.
I heard that they do like the guy from Missouri, Zion Young.
Yeah.
But I also heard they like. I don't know.
I don't think they're taking Messidor. I just don't think.
I don't either. I think they're going to take Howell here. I just do. I think that's the guy that they're looking at. That's even Phil said the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go Cassius Howell. Boom. I agree with you. Lee Hunter went. Just let's just see what happens. So, all right. Full results. Let's just look at this real quick. If you were to tell me that we get Caleb Downs and Cassius Howell instantly, I mean, that's an edge rusher and that's an unbelievable safety. And we get a second round pick now with 62. Now, now you're looking at linebacker. You're looking at whatever, I mean, so this is what can happen, everybody. This is, that was a good, that was
fun.
Exercise.
Yeah, it was, yep. Them were nice.
Yeah. So what I would say is, what I'm going to do is I'll reach out to Eagles Drew. I know he wants to pick for the Birds, so we're going to do a draft. Well, maybe we'll do it this weekend or next week.
Just let us know, Ryan. Take your time.
Maybe,
Take your time, bro.
Like we'll have, obviously we'll have Jesse pick for the Giants. I'll have to get either, I would say get Momo, but maybe we'll get Chris Dooley back on and have him pick for the Commandos. I'll let you guys can rotate between Vinny and
Brian, you still sore?
Oh yeah, I'm real sore. Very sore.
Me too.
I'm glad you're okay.
Today.
Yes, I'm okay.
Bro.
I'm so sorry you got hurt.
Yeah, thank you. I'm okay. I'll live, but I fell
Like I
really
said,
hard
Hadley,
twice, man. It was rough.
I fell hard today and on my back and I went black eyes. I spent like 2 minutes on the floor. And, oh my God. And again.
But here's my fear as I conclude about the draft. And as you saw all those names and towards the end there, I believe that's how it's going to be. There's a lot of names that we're not talking about. We're all getting caught up at the top of the draft. Again, everybody's got to just relax a little bit. I would love to trade down. I don't know that it's going to be that easy, but I think teams are going to fall in love with specific guys and want to be willing to go up a few spots. I do believe. And what I'm going to do next is do my homework and find out all the teams who have multiple second-round picks and third-round picks that are going to be willing to move up to get a particular player. If they're in a win-now situation, they got to have this offensive lineman or this corner or whatever. So I liked it. I mean, I like the Texas Tech guys. So I think we're going to be active. I think what you're going to see is safety, corner, linebacker be addressed in free agency. I really do. So I think we are sitting pretty as Dallas fans to get at least one edge rusher that we like. I really do. They're going to have an opportunity to get an edge rusher. But I think that was a perfect scenario, is to trade down from 20 to the bottom of the round just for a second-round pick.
It was.
And a pick next year. That's all you need. Now you have that extra player that really goes a long way. And don't get caught up, oh, my God, we missed out on whoever. There's plenty of guys, people. This draft is like that. There's a half a dozen great players and then a bunch of, what flavor do you like?
Serviceable.
That
Seriously.
always happens, though. Everybody
It
always
does.
comes up and grabs.
But this shit's gonna be a little weird though.
You were saying that I get caught up in it. No, everybody does though. Everybody has their players that they like,
This
and then people come up and they jump in front of you, and you're like, damn,
Yeah.
Right.
you know.
Well, it's basically bad. Vinny, it's basically a fuck you game.
I mean, and there's a lot of smoke screens that are out there talking about other
Yep.
players and what people want,
Social
what they
media,
don't
all
want.
that, all that.
It could happen, yeah. It
Yeah.
always does.
Yeah, hit
Something
them
always
likes,
does
people. Hit them
happen.
likes.
But all right, everybody. Yeah, it was a quiet
Are
night,
you
but
done?
I appreciate the super chats and again, we're just starting out here. I haven't done anything in a couple of days. I felt guilty. I said I need to go on and do something. So I'm glad I did
Brian,
something.
do you? We're here.
I
Do
know.
you, Brian?
I mean, I hear you, but it's kind of like I need to do more. So, and with the draft coming up, we'll do it. It was kind of burnt out with the Super Bowl. It was about as boring a Super
Yeah,
Bowl as
no
you could
shit.
expect. I'm sorry. That
Mhm.
was a bad game, man. That was a bad game.
Yeah, it was like
Boring game.
watching
Boring.
paint dry.
If I was a
It
fan,
really
of the,
was.
if I'm a fan of the Eagles or the Niners or the Rams, Detroit, Buffalo, what a waste of an opportunity that you guys had.
And let's not forget that halftime show. That was a disgrace.
Well, again, he's a very, to each his own. I'll just leave it at that.
Got a lot of views, didn't it?
Yeah, I could care less. I don't.
Yeah, I don't care either way.
That doesn't bother me. So, but I hear you. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But all right, everybody.
I did watch it. Oh,
I'm
go ahead.
out of
I'm
here.
sorry.
Yeah, all the women
All
were
right.
out of there.
Hey
So,
guys, come over to Next Level Sports Lounge. Come on to Next Level Sports with Lloyd. We'll be there. Come on
see ya.
now.
Right.
Later, guys.
See you, bro.
Good night, everybody.